You heard. I must want my head feeling. Letting you talk me into taking Eddie Yates on.
Oh, we're not going through all that bit again, are we? Just get it into your head, Len. You can't do it all yourself.
I'm not exactly in a wheelchair, you know.
No, but you will be if you don't use some sense. The doctor said you to ease up, and that means you need a mate.
I know I do. I need Ray back. Oh, if only he hadn't packed his bags.
Well, he did, so it's no use ifing and butting.
I know, but Eddie Yates. I mean, I've heard of scraping the barrel, but Eddie Yates.
Why don't you wait and see how he shapes?
I've seen how he shapes. I've seen how he shapes with Stan Ogden. There's very few fellas can make Stan Ogden look dynamic, but Eddie Yates is one of them.
I still think he's not as useless as people make out. There's a side to him you don't see.
I know there is. His backside, and the reason you can't see that is because he's always sitting on it.
Well, I still say give him a chance. Keep him on his toes, let him do the heavy work and take a load off you.
Don't worry, I'll keep him on his toes, all right. He'll graft, believe me. Because if he don't, he's going to be out in his ear. That is, of course, if he turns up in the first place.
Hey! Oh, hello, boss. Here I am, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
How the hell did you get in?
Well, all skills die hard, you know. Every job has a few wrinkles, you know.
You can forget those flaming tricks straight away. I don't want anyone messing with my locks.
Well, I thought there's no point in hanging about outside. I mean, I am a workman here.
I don't know, that's what we're going to find out, innit? Whether you're a workman or not.
Oh, don't you worry. You watch your turnover double. What with my enterprise and bright eyes ears?
Let's just get one thing straight, shall we? I don't want any enterprise, any bright ideas. I just want to find out if you're capable of working an 8-hour day.
Oh, you've got me all wrong, mate.
I'm very glad to hear it.
I suppose I shouldn't call you mate now. I suppose I ought to call you boss now.
You can call me what the hell you like as long as we get going. We got a job in Hartman Street today.
Oh, great. Hey, there's a great chippy there, Bessemer Road. Be all right for dinner.
Will you forget your flaming belly till dinner time? We're taking out an old fireplace and putting a gas fire in. Do you know anything about putting gas fires in?
Well, I know which is the right way up.
Right, come on.
That's what I'm here for, to take the load off you. Leads on, Mac Duff.
Ah, dear, you've gone to town on this, haven't you? Not that I'm grumbling.
No, well, I'm shopping for 3 now, or perhaps I ought to say 2.5. Tracy and Deirdre, you see.
Oh, it's today, is it, when Deirdre moves in with you?
Yes, today's the day. Ron's helping her putting her things into store. It's all very exciting. I'm all at 6s and 7s with it.
Ah, you're late for work and all, aren't you?
Oh, I'm not going in today. I'm taking the day off. Of course, I gave Mr. Dawson plenty of warning so he could make arrangements to cope.
It'll cost you a day's wages, I reckon.
Yes, I suppose it will. Actually, Gail said I ought to phone up from home and pretend to be ill and then I'd not lose my wages. Of course, she was joking.
I bet she wasn't.
Well, I think you deserve a medal, Emily, for taking her and Deirdre in like that. Not so many people would put themselves out the way you have done, you know.
Oh, I'm not putting myself out at all. I'm glad to be having them.
All the same, you're taking a lot on yourself. Anyway, don't worry. I shall get onto the housing department and make sure she gets a flat as soon as possible.
Oh, it won't worry me if they can't, Alf. Deirdre and Tracy are welcome to stay as long as they like. But I better not stand here talking, I suppose. Take this for Tracy. Will you put it on the bill, please?
Darling.
Bye.
Hey, fancy losing a day's wage. Of course, it's the kiddie that's done it, that's what it is.
Oh, yeah, she's very fond of Tracy.
She's more than a bit fond, if you ask me. Yeah. She's never had any kiddies of her own, you see. A woman of her age, on her own. She's got to have something to love.
I hope you've been reading my women's magazines again, haven't you?
No, but it's right what I say. Frustrated maternal instinct. She's got to have a substitute child.
What about me?
Hey?
What about my maternal instincts?
Now, you can put all your bits and pieces into that, and you'll need every bit of newspaper you've got.
Yeah.
You see, that way, if, you'll have cleared the decks with the little pieces, Frank and I can take out the heavy stuff and not damage the family heirloom.
Okay, I'll get started then.
Hey, it's a depressing business, pulling up roots.
Oh, you know it is, Ron. I mean, I was up here for a while anyway.
I understand how you must feel.
You know, when me and Ray were... Well, you know, when things went wrong, I just couldn't stand the sight of these four walls. Anyway, actually, moving from here isn't really bothering me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because, I mean, it's not really the best of places to bring up a kid, is it? I'm not knocking the neighbours, they're great, but she's only got the backyard to play in.
Oh, just the same, Councillor Roberts said he'd get you a better council house eventually, that is.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, I believe Alf Roberts will do his best for you, but there's no harm to keep pushing him just the same.
Oh, don't worry, I'll do that. I don't intend being Emily's lodger for the rest of my life.
You know, I hardly think of you as Emily's lodger. The way I see it, you and Tracy would have an extra mum. And you could do with being mothered a bit.
Yeah, I suppose I could.
Yeah, remember I said mothered, not smothered.
The van's here. Oh,
Don't worry, darling, everything's under control.
where's Tracy?
She's playing it yard.
Oh, will she be warm enough out there? It's quite chilly. Perhaps I ought to take her next door.
Now, Emily, she's well wrapped up. She's getting some fresh air and she's not under anybody's feet.
Yes. Oh, well, I expect you know best.
It's all ready for you, so you can get stuck in right off.
You remember about the chimney, did you, love?
Oh, yes, it was swept yesterday. Electric you were and all, so you'll not get any soot.
Oh, there's bound to be a bit, you know, even though it's been swept.
You'll not make the house a tick, will you?
You're bound to get a bit of a mess.
You can set your mind at rest there, love. You're not dealing with one of them cowboy outfits. I know blokes in this game that'd tear your entire wall down.
I don't want any trouble with her on t'other side. She loves a bit of bother.
No danger. You see, with our methods, you get no complications.
Oh, very glad to hear it. Mr.
Eddie. No, the boss there is mister. No, I'm just Eddie. No, we have this method, you see, which cleans and compresses any dust. You know the electricity board offices in Wellington Street? Well, when they went over to gas central heating, who do you think they got to rip out their fireplaces?
Oh, it must be all right then, yeah.
Yeah, there's only one snag. You see, we have to breathe in a lot of dust and it makes you very dry, you know.
Fancy a brew?
Oh, great, yeah.
I'll put kettle on.
Ta, love. What a nice woman.
Yeah, it's all that fanny you're giving her.
Consumer relations, innit?
When the electricity board goes over to gas central heating.
Yeah, well, he might have done. I mean, stranger things have happened, as the actress said to the bishop.
Come on then, let's get cracking. You can't talk fireplaces out, you know.
Yeah, pity that, innit?
Thanks.
You know, I've been thinking, Deirdre, don't put all your ornaments into store. Bring some of them next door. You ought to have some of your own things around you. I mean, it's going to be your house as well as mine.
Yeah, well, I might bring a couple of things from my bedroom, but it's not really worth it, is it?
Oh, I think it's important to have your treasures around you.
Yes, but it's only going to be for a short time, isn't it?
Oh, it's a nice cup of tea. You know, Frank, I wouldn't mind being a lodger in her place myself.
Oh, Deirdre's not going to be a lodger. She's sharing a home.
It's still a lodger, though, isn't it? Do you know, somebody should think up a posher word for it.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, we're always on the go, with a hammer all day and the flaming day. Hi-ho, 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 we're always on the go, with a hammer in your hand. Hi-ho, 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 we're on the go, with a hammer.
Hey, give over, mate, give over.
You what?
You be coming through the next door's fireplace if you go on like that.
Sorry, got carried away a bit, you know how it is.
Enjoying your work, are you?
Do you know I am? I've always liked bashing things, knocking things down and that. Do you know what I'd really like to do for a living? Blow up mill chimneys. Do you know they should have a course for that at night school? Hi-ho! Hi-ho!
Hey.
Oh, ta. Hey. Hi-ho!
It's Valentine's Day soon, isn't it?
You'll be lucky.
Oh, I don't know. What do you reckon, Brian?
Well, it could be the odd thief pipe that needs signing out, I think. But I've got a feeling it might be the O-ring seals.
You stop looking at that a minute. I'm talking about Valentine cards.
Who wants to get a Valentine cards anyway? When they're for kids or middle-aged couples? I'm not sending Paul one. I don't want him to send me one either.
Well, he's a middle-aged couple on his own, isn't he?
He is mature and sophisticated, which is more than you can say for somebody around here.
Hey, I wouldn't mind one of these electronic ignition systems. It's supposed to give you better performance and everything.
Oh, come here.
Hey, I'm reading that.
No, you're not. You're talking to me.
Well, what about?
Something interesting.
Brian is more interested in actions more than words, aren't you, Brian? I mean, you look a bit like an action man.
Bionic.
Oh, yeah.
I said talk to me, not her. Anyway, she's only interested in older men. Where are we going tonight?
Well, we could go to pictures if you like. There's a Clint Eastwood film, on the Roxy.
Honest, you two are dead square. Why do something different? There's a smashing place in Alderley Edge where me and Paul go. Good food, good dancing.
Yeah, I bet it costs a bomb, though.
Paul can afford it.
We'll go to the pictures.
OK. By the time I got back to work now. I'll see you tonight, then.
About 6.
Yeah, all right.
I have to speak to that young man. Brian, what's he been up to? Well, it's not his behaviour as such that I object to, though I have just seen a certain amount of canoodling going on in the snug. Oh, yeah. It's a good job Albert Tatlock's not here today. He goes mad when he sees Gail and Brown sitting where he sits. He seems to think he owns them chairs in there. And if there's any hand-holding, well, according to him, I mean, it's Sodom and Gomorrah. Still, I mean, he's a bit straight-laced, isn't he? I'm no Puritan. Oh, I didn't mean to say you were, Mrs. Walker. Although, in this day and age, if one retains certain standards, one is accused of being narrow-minded. Yeah. There is a difference. Oh, there is. What was I saying? Oh, yes, Brian. He will have to get rid of those overalls before he comes in here. Well, they were clean. Yes, for once. We'll have to be very careful, Mrs. Walker. His mother's got very sharp ears. Yeah, she can pick up a whisper at 30 paces, I reckon.
Yates! Eddie! Eddie, come here, will you?
Are you shouting at Eddie?
No, I'm singing an Al Johnson medley. Get him out of here, will you?
He's not at the house.
Well, where is he then?
Couldn't say for definite. But last I saw, he were talking to her next door but one, Mrs. Goodall. Flighty piece she is. Now, I'm not one to call people, but I reckon that's where Eddie is, her house. And as for what they... I'll leave it.
Blaming Yates. I might have known.
I don't reckon you'll do it on your own.
You're not wrong there, love.
And I'm not interested in anything that's been dropped on floor. Hey, up your mate's back. Looks pleased with himself as well.
What the hell do you think you're on?
What's up, boss?
I'll tell you what's up. I've been humping this flaming fire while you've been amusing bored housewives.
I've not been amusing myself, boss.
I didn't take you on to chat up birds, you know.
I have been chatting up a lady. I'll grant you that. Mrs. Goodall by name.
Well known she is round here.
Anyway, what have I been chatting her up about? Gas fires, supply and fitting of same. That's what I've been chatting her up about.
You're supposed to be here helping me.
And she's ordered one from us, hasn't she? To wit, rip out the old fireplace, put in brand new gas appliance.
Straight up.
Straight up, along with 5 1s of the Queen's Realm as guarantee of our speedy and best attention. She said if Mrs. Todd can have a new gas fire fitted, so can she.
Trust her to copy out, I do. Well, I had mine first, so what she says, what can't speak can't lie.
Yours will be best, love. Any chance of another brew?
I suppose so.
Well, boss, did I do well, or did I do well?
You know, my missus might be right. You're not as deft as you look, eh? Now, come on, before I do myself a mischief. And if I do, my missus will do you a mischief. Right. It's just heavy.
Still loading up? How's it going then?
Don't worry, Ivy. I'm not going to change my mind and move everything back in again.
No, I never thought you were. I just popped across to see how you were feeling, you know. I mean, after we had that rout other day, I hope there's no hard feelings.
No. I must admit I was pretty upset at the time, though.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that, but I mean, I was worried. I mean, what with being in the middle, I mean, our house being spoken for and everything. I mean, look at it my way.
I did look at it your way. That's why I'm moving out. Anyway, I'm giving the keys to the solicitor tonight so that it's between you and him when you move in.
Right. Hey, there's not much wear on this carpet, is there? Our lounge suite will look smashing on that. And these curtains should go lovely with it and all. Right, like I said, I'll let you get on. Oh, you're not going to take it light bulbs, will you?
I hadn't really thought about light bulbs, actually, Ivy.
No, I knew you wouldn't. I said to Bert, I said she'll not take light bulbs. She's not that sort. Some folk do, you know. Well, I'll let you get on. Oh, will you leave me a telephone book as well, love?
You won't forget to leave the soap on the side of the bath, not to speak of the water in the pipes, now will you?
You look a bit weary, love. Have you had a hard day?
They're all hard days if you work for Mike Baldwin. I tell you, if anybody in his employ stands about for more than 2 seconds, he gets all twitchy.
They're all the same, these small firms. When boss is paying money out himself, you know, he feels every penny. You want to work for one of these big corporations. It's pennies from heaven then, you know.
Oh, take your word for it. Now, sell us something nice for me tea.
Take your pick.
Well, I want something nice and easy, you know. No peeling or scraping. Something nice and tasty, filling and cheap.
Don't we all? With the exception of my husband.
Oh, and what's so different about him?
Well, he's very awkward, you see.
Hey, I can hear you, you know.
It's true. He won't have convenience foods.
Yeah, well, that's all the fit for, isn't it? Flushing down a convenience.
So here's me struggling with potatoes because he'll not have packet. And then when he wants a pie, which is about 5 times a week, I'm struggling with stew instead because he'll not let me own a tin.
Yeah, well, I help with washing up, don't I?
Well, thank you for that little glimpse into domestic life. But what am I going to have for me tea? Ah, here comes an interested party. We'll ask her. What do you want for your tea?
Anything.
Marvellous.
Well, I'm late. Brian's picking me up in half an hour, so I'm pushing in as well. These are one size tights.
Yes, love, 40p.
That's another thing he doesn't approve of.
I like stockings myself.
You wouldn't if you had to wear them.
And you know I don't.
It's a change for you coming in here, buying tights. You're usually rifling through my dressing table drawer, pinching them.
Well, I haven't this time. I might have done, only Susie beat me to your last pair.
I'll swing for 'em one of these days. The pair of 'em, I swear I will.
Hi.
Yeah, Mrs. F, I brought him back safe and sound.
Hey, hello, love. How are you feeling?
Fine. Well, why shouldn't I? I'm not a flipping invalid.
Oh, don't get so touchy.
You'd be flipping touchy if you had him around all the time.
Can I carry that for you, Mr. Fairclough? Can I help you, Mr. Fairclough?
You've been treating me like an old woman all day.
I told you I'd look after him, Mrs. F.
And how's he gone on?
He did great, didn't I, boss?
Hang on. I want to hear it from the organ grinder, not monkey.
He's not done too bad.
Typical British understatement, that is. I did terrific.
Let's have a few details.
Well, he was there on time. In fact, he was there before time. When I got to the yard, he was already there.
You haven't left it open all night, have you?
No. One of his main attributes is getting into places. But he behaved himself, and he did his share of the donkey work. He even got us another gas fire installment in the same street.
Great, eh?
Yeah, so I think he's earned his shilling.
Hey, I told you could do it if you wanted.
Ta, Mrs. F. Do you know, there's a lot round here that underestimate me. I believe when something needs praising, I believe in speaking up.
Thank you.
Like the smell of that cooking. Especially when you've had a day working your socks off.
Hey, tater ash. My favourite.
Well, that is amazing. What a coincidence. Do you know that's my favourite and all? Yeah, well, I better be getting off for me tea. Let me see, Wednesday. That's beans on toast if she hasn't already burnt the beans. Same time tomorrow, is it, boss?
Same time tomorrow. Hey, and think on. I open the yard gate with a key.
Your every wish is my command. Well, I better get going then. Let you get on with your tea, you know.
Would you like a plateful, Eddie?
Oh, that is very kind of you. And I wouldn't say no.
You haven't seen Brian, have you?
What's up? Have you lost him?
Oh, we're going out tonight. You were supposed to pick me up half an hour ago.
Last time I saw him with this dinner. You've been round to our house?
I've just come from there.
Listen, he's got no sense of time, our Brian. Takes after his father here.
Thank you very much. Well, don't look so worried, love. He'll not be far away. Well, sit down and have a drink with us. What do you want?
Oh, I'll have a lager, please, Mr. Tilson.
Same again, love.
Yes, please.
2 lagers, half a bitter, love, please.
OK, Did you get Deirdre's stuff all safely into store, then?
All safely stored away?
Yeah, I expect she'll be feeling a bit depressed, you know, leaving her own home.
Oh, I think she's doing the best thing myself. I mean, she's got a built-in babysitter in Emily. She'll have to get out and about, have a bit of fun.
Oh, you don't understand. It's not the same when you've had your own home, your own kitchen and all that. It's like your own little empire. She'll not enjoy living with Emily, I tell you.
All she wants is a new job and a complete change, that's all.
I could do with a bit of a change myself. You know, I was thinking of kicking the job into touch.
What? You leave taxi driving? What would you do? I thought you liked being your own boss.
Well, maybe I've been fooling myself about thinking I was my own boss. Anybody with the price of the fare, that's my boss. And he's getting meaner with his tips. And he's taking to threatening to kick my teeth in more often than he used to.
Yeah, but what would you do if you gave up taxi driving?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah, but what would you do? It's not easy at your age.
And what do you mean at my age?
Oh, sorry, that was tactless Elsie speaking. I meant at our age.
I'd have you know, Elsie, that you and I are at the prime of life. The world is our oyster, and no cracks out of you, young Susie.
I never spoke. She said she'd be handing keys into the solicitor tonight, so I should get him in a day or two. First thing I'll do, I'll go around and give the house a good bottoming. I couldn't abide moving in on somebody else's dust.
Hey, up, here's our Brian now.
Hiya, thought you'd be in here.
Where have you been? You were supposed to pick me up half an hour ago. Hey, look, Frank, you haven't even changed yet.
I've not had time. Been busy at garage.
Well, you could have rung me. Anyway, come on, let's get going, else we're late for the pictures.
I can, love. I've still got my bike stripped down at garage.
Oh, he's motorbike mad, our Brian. He always has been.
Yeah, I've got an oil leak in the cylinder head. I think it's the head gasket.
I don't care what it is. If you think I'm sitting around here waiting for you, you've got another thing coming.
Well, will you go to pictures?
Get lost.
Hey, Gormless, you've upset her now. Well, don't stand there like a lemon. Get after her.
Hold on. You don't want to go running after her now. Listen, you'll only be making a rod for your own back if you do that.
Yeah.
Half a bitter, please.
Righto, love. Just a minute, Elizabeth. I'm sorry, young man, but you won't be served in here, not in that condition.
Eh?
I'm sorry, but it's your overalls.
But I'm in the middle of a job at garage. I've only popped in for a minute.
What's up, Brian?
Well, the landlady won't serve me.
You what?
Now, just a minute, Ivy. Just you take it easy.
Why won't you serve him?
Because his hands are filthy, and so are his overalls.
So what? It's a pub you're running, not Ritz Hotel.
My other customers are entitled to expect certain standards when they come in here for a drink, especially in the evenings.
Give over. Your other customers are working class folk. If they want to come in their overalls, it's up to them, isn't it?
Forget it, ma'am. I don't really want to drink anyway.
Yes, you do. All these airs and graces. It's only a tuppeny halfpenny pub, is this? You want to be thankful you've got good customers like our Brian in here.
I am afraid I'm not accustomed to being harangued like this on my own premises.
Well, you better start getting used to it then, and if you're going to start picking on our Brian, because we're moving in next door but two to you, so we'll be neighbours. And we'll want treating like neighbours and all.
Quite cold. Tea's all ready. There's a nice tea waiting for you, Tracy, next door in your new home. Oh, I'll carry these round for you. Oh, your back's a lot more modern than mine. It's going to be quite a boon. I've been going to get a new one. Is there anything else still to be done?
No, that's it.
Oh, anything you want me to do?
No, I don't think so, love. I'll be round in a couple of minutes.
Oh, well, I'll go and put the tea out then.
Come on then, Tracy. We don't live here anymore.
Susie's heading for trouble with her new fella in tomorrow's classic Coronation Street, same time, 6:30. Next tonight, they're having trouble finding a partner in Blind Date.